Absolutely brilliant on a scale from 1 to 2, meaning 50-50. Alrighty, back to Burnham. This one is called Are You Happy? Sorry, something's just in the corner of my computer over there. Are You Happy by Burnham. Absolutely love this man. Like this guy's just conceptualization, his creativity, everything about him is absolutely brilliant. As you guys know, I've reacted to a couple of other ones before. Words, brilliant. The Kanye West, brilliant. Just absolutely amazing. So yeah, this is the next one up on the list. Very interested to see. I think this is like a lyric video. It's the only one I really could find. It was also sent to me. Just before we get started, I just want to let you guys know I am going to just drop the opacity on the video a little bit because it just helps with copyright. So you will be able to see the video, but it will be a bit faded, and it's for a reason. But you will be able to see it still a little bit. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed. It's pretty short. It looks like it's just 2 minutes 11. Let's rock and roll.
Now the show is done. I hope that you had gut trembling or something resembling fun. And if you watch this thing alone, you probably didn't laugh, but maybe a few times you exhaled out of your nose.
Oh wow, that's exactly what I just did now. I exhaled out of my nose. This guy is super clever. This guy has got crazy things in between. His music is so laid. I'm not going to pause it too much, and we'll probably go back and just play it again. I will break it down now, and then later, when we're done, I'll just go back and we'll listen to the whole thing again. But he's really smart in the way he constructs videos, because the way he constructs his music is because he actually gets you to feel that emotion, which I think is crazy how he does that.
But maybe a few times you exhaled out of your nose. But if you hated it, that's fair. But either way, could you find a little more time for a parting questionnaire?
Okay.
On a scale from 1 to 0, are you happy? Cause you're on your own from here, so are you happy?
It's so brilliant the way he actually poses those things, where it's like, do you have a bit of time for a questionnaire? Now that we're done, do you have a quick time? I know you don't, I know, and the way he actually says it, nobody really wants to take a questionnaire. So that's like, can you spare some time? And you think it's like, could you spare some time for a questionnaire so you can answer a question? Immediately your mind goes to maybe answer a question about him or answer a question about the show or something like that. But then he asks you a question about you. He lets you introspect. Before you go, are you happy? Because from here, like, I'm not here anymore. I'm not here to sort of like create that little glimpse in your life, you know, to open that window to ask that question. So let me just ask it while you're here, because after this you're going to be alone, and I know you're going to go and think about it, right? Are you happy? Are you happy in your life? Are you happy with what you do? Are you happy with who you're with? Are you happy with your environment? Are you happy with your circumstance? Are you happy? Think about it. And that's what he always does. It's just brilliant.
Cause you're on your own from here, so are you happy? I'm open to suggestions. Are you happy?
Wow.
But what the fuck kind of question is, am I happy? I really want to try to get happy.
What's super important is because are you happy? Because I'm open to suggestions. Like you could easily miss that. But I kind of feel like the way he asked that, he says, because I'm open to suggestions, is almost like, I need those suggestions because I'm not happy. But he doesn't tell you I'm not happy. He goes from there to say, I need some suggestions, to says, what kind of stupid question is that? Am I happy? What does that mean? You know what I mean? But the reason why, the way he's constructing the song is almost like he's fishing, because he doesn't know. He's asking it from you as if like, maybe if you introspect on yourself, I'm able to learn something from you because I don't know how to. It's beautiful, very well constructed.
Question is, am I happy? I really want to try to get happy. And I think that I could get it if I didn't always panic every time I'm unhappy. Like I'm owed some life where I'm always like happy, which is stupid because I wouldn't even want it if
Shame that said I'm owed some life where I'm happy, right? Because he's been that depressed for too long. Shame, man.
I'm owed some life where I'm always like happy, which is stupid because I wouldn't even want it if I got it. Wait, oh God, my dad.
And he's being dead honest. He always drops these truth bombs. I told you guys we're going to play the whole thing out after this. But he just drops these truth bombs where he's like, even if I got it, I wouldn't want it. So even if you had to come to me and say, I'm going to give you happiness. So it's almost like he says, I've descended so deep into this depression that I'm actually happy to be there. I'm happy to be there. Even if you came to me and said, listen, I can rid you of this depression. I can rid you of this anxiety. Here's happiness. Forever, eternal, lasting happiness. And he's like, I don't even want that. I'm actually comfortable being depressed. That's how long I've been depressed for. Crazy.
That's right. So if you know or ever knew how to be happy, on a scale from 1 to 2 now, are you happy? You're everything you hated.
Absolutely brilliant. On a scale from 1 to 2, meaning 50-50. Absolutely brilliant. On a scale from 1 to 2, if you say 2, it's almost like saying you're half happy. If you say 1, you're half happy. It's like 50-50. Yeah, so like from 1 to 2, right? I'm happy and then I'm not happy. It's like that is what it is. Happiness comes and goes. Brilliant.
Are you happy? Hey, look, Ma, I made it. Are you happy?
Also very important. Hey, look, Ma, I made it. Are you happy? Like what does your happiness entail? Are you happy? Are you happy for you, or are you trying to succeed? Are you trying to be happy to show your family, look, you said I wasn't going to make it. You said I was never, I'm always going to be like this. I'm always going to be unhappy. And look, are you happy now? Are you happy that I'm happy? But deep down, he's actually not. Like, are you doing this for you, or are you doing this for people who have only criticized you and pushed you down? For people who never understood why you were unhappy. So I like the way he's flipping that. It's super clever.
Look, Ma, I made it. Are you happy?
Beautiful. Look how sad he goes into the piano. Wow. Beautiful. Wow. He is happy. Now, let's go back to from the scale of 1 to 2. Him being in that room with the door closed, that was his 1. Right? That was his introspection, I'm not happy. But then he opens the door and shows you that there is happiness. I am happy. So that's my scale. My scale is 1 to 2. I'm either here or I'm there. And yes, sometimes I'm at number 1 where I am depressed and I am down. But when I open the door and I see my family, I see my kid, I am happy. So there is light. And the thing is that he was doing it in a dark room, and then he ends it off with the door open, and it's all just light and white and beautiful. So he is like, I'm happy. But he also shows you that the things that you cannot replace in life, right? Not the monetary things, right? Those are the things that make him happy. His wife, his child. Those are what finally brought him happiness, right? And it's taken him out of his dark space. It's not to say that he doesn't go back to his dark space to create this, because I kind of feel like a lot of what he's created has been in his dark space. And I kind of think like he tried to represent that a lot of who I am comes from this dark space, from these dark instruments, this dark microphone, this dark room created a lot of me, right? But I was able to find the light. So I do have a scale of 1 to 2. I'll never not be who I was, because if I forget who I was, I'll never know who I'm going to be. I need to know who I was in order for me to move forward, right? But I've only got 2 scales, just like everybody else. So from a scale to 1 to 2, I'm happy now. I was happy. I wasn't happy. I'm not happy now, but when I see my wife and my kid, that's my number 2. Absolutely beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Hopefully I made sense of that. But anyway, let's just go back and listen to it straight through without me interrupting it.
The show is done. I hope that you had gut trembling or something resembling fun. And if you watch this thing alone, probably didn't laugh, but maybe a few times you exhaled out of your nose. But if you hated it, that's fair. But either way, could you find a little more time for a parting questionnaire? On a scale from 1 to 0, are you happy?
Amazing.
'Cause you're on your own from here, so are you happy? I'm open to suggestions. Are you happy? But what the fuck kind of question is, am I happy? I really wanna try to get happy.
Hey.
And I think that I could get it if I didn't always panic every time I'm unhappy. Like I'm owed some life, or I'm always like happy, which is stupid cause I wouldn't even want it if I got it. Wait, oh God, my dad was right. So if you know or ever knew how to be happy, on a scale from 1 to 2 now, are you happy? You're everything you hated. Are you happy? Hey look ma, I made it. Are you happy?
Beautiful. Wow. Incredible. Amazing. Gotta take my hat off to this guy, because this guy is absolutely, he's an absolute genius, man. Whoever actually put me onto Bo Burnham from the very beginning, man, take my hat off to you, because, well, thank you. Because, wow. I mean, this guy is just so down my alley in terms of like just a deep thinker, a deep creator. You know, he's like ominous to a certain degree, but there's a lot of mystery. There's a lot of, it's almost like I'd say if Bo Burnham was like a, you know, if he was like a location, it's almost like you immediately get that feeling of wanderlust. You need to explore him. You know what I mean? Anyway, I love you all, man. Please stay safe, please stay healthy. I'll catch you on the next one. Peace.